I had some people try to tell me some crap about forgiveness. Don't we know about forgiveness? We've been through hell in a fucking in a bucket and all this other shit. Don't you think we would have learned to fucking forgive by now? Forgiveness, I forgive everybody. No problem. But I'm not stupid enough to let them fucking in my fucking private, personal fucking space where they can attack and really try to hurt me deep. We know about that. I remember how I should be so grateful to have a parent like my mother, right? I didn't have a father because he was becoming a doctor, which never helped me out at all. He even makes me pay if I want to go to the freaking doctor just to get a checkup. Like, literally, has me pay. I mean, he's like, I want to be fair to all my kids. He's never charged his kids. He's full of shit. He's a liar. That guy's such a two-face. And I'm supposed to forgive him, and I do forgive him, but not going to forget. Not forgetting it. And I'm not going to forget the fact that, oh, my mother was such a good person, you know, and so I should put up with it. Like, for the fact that my right ear only has half hearing in it. Like, you do realize there's a direct connection between success in life and intelligence and your hearing. That's actually absolute truth. Well, why would I have lost half my hearing in my right ear? I remember the day and the hour that I was being driven around in the back seat of a car, sick as hell with a fever, near the beach in Pompano Beach, okay? And, I mean, we couldn't stop for like 5 minutes to get a little kid some Tylenol. I'm like, yeah, I went to bed that night without a single aspirin or Tylenol. That could have prevented my hearing loss. That's crazy. That is, to me, that's crazy. That's somebody that decided to have kids like my parents and then changed their mind, or they didn't fucking realize what the fuck they were supposed to be doing. They should have never been having kids. My mother's trying to hit my dad with cars. My dad is apparently being accused of trying to kill her, and it's like, what the hell is going on? And these aren't just like average people. I mean, look at these people have reputations, you know, but I'm being told, oh, I'm mad at people. I'm not mad, but I'm not going to forget, and I'm not going to be done wrong, and I ain't going to let it. I ain't going to let people do me wrong. How about that? Because I'm a Gen Xer, and I'm not going to let anybody from Gen Z or any of these retards, and also the fucking baby boomers, fuck them too. Not going to take advantage and try to make me go on a guilt trip. Make me feel like I'm supposed to be guilty. I'm supposed to be forgiving everybody. Or I'm supposed to be... they want you to be feeling like, oh, dang, all this really crazy stuff that you went through. And like, I'm like PTSD and in shock. You know, we go through like Iraq, Afghanistan. We go through these really crazy presidents, you know, that like basically do nothing. But the debt just goes up, and you know, and we're like in shock with all these taxes. Huge government. They're like telling us who's in business, who can come out. Like in 2020, they're telling us, oh, if anybody's out on the street and we find you out there and they were serious, you will be put into jail for 6 months if you're not supposed to be on the street. Don't fucking tell me. Now they're building up an army. Yes, an army of ICE agents. You think that's good? I mean, I want to deal with immigration, but I don't want an army. They just built a 10,000 prisoner prison in Conroe, Texas. And you think I like that? Because what are they going to do when they run out of immigrants? They're going to come after me. They're going to come after you. The hell is this? No, I'm not going to forgive. I am going to attack against these dumb motherfuckers. Trying to make trouble. These people try to make trouble by starting up shit, building these giant prisons. And what are they going to do when they run out of people? And they're going to finance this stuff? Or what are they going to do to pay for this stuff? It's always some reason. They'll find some way to get you to raise your taxes. You know? We got to improve the roads. Need your money for the roads. Nah. No, they did enough. They did enough damage, and they need to stay out of people's lives. And this guy across the street saying, I'm shining flashlights at his house, give me a restraining order. I'm like, take that dude out. He needs to get out. I need to deport his ass. And he's like, well, we're hard workers. So am I. And you got my job. So don't tell me you're a hard worker, come over here and take my job, and now I'm supposed to, like, lose authority now? What do I lose my civil liberties now because you are a hard worker? I don't think so. I don't think so. We need to come to a head on this immigration problem, but I don't think we need to be investing a whole bunch of money into building these prisons if that's what's going to take, because they're going to want to fill them prisons no matter what. Yeah, but my mother, she's stupid. You can't even give a kid a Tylenol, but I'm supposed to be like, oh, I'm supposed to be kissing her butt, okay, and feeling guilty because I got an attitude against her. Really? Why don't you freaking get your shit straight? I was put into jail in juvenile detention center 5 times before I ever even got to be 18 years old because of false accusations from her. When I tried to get into Afghanistan war and I tried to enlist, do you think that how far do you think that went? Through that thing, that didn't go nowhere. They're like, oh no, we don't deal with domestic violence. At that time, they got real serious about that. And I said, well, I've never raised a hand, never lifted a finger, never yelled cross at my mother, nothing. And I did go to jail 5 times. I don't know. Those aren't really, convictions or like arrests. I don't know. And so I'm in detention center, and she just dumps you there as a kid because she doesn't want to deal with you. That's the same thing she did to her 7th husband, because she's got 8 of them. She did the same thing. He was dying of cancer in stage 4 cancer, bone cancer, and he was a fireman, Dean Bishop, and I came over to her house to come visit with him because he's in the middle of his last days on the planet. He had nobody. And it was freezing when I came. It was freezing cold. It was cold. I mean, it was in the 50s, 40s to 50s. And so I came over there and I came to the door, knocked on the door, try to find out what's going on, see if I can talk to Dean, see how he's doing, see how my mother's doing, but I don't really usually talk to her so much. So I said, well, where's Dean at? She says, he's out in the Airstream. I'm like, oh, because it's freezing. I'm like, is there a heater? I'm like, is there any heaters out there? This lady literally just dumped this guy. I said, well, why would you put him out? He's complaining. He's just unreasonable. He's moaning. He's complaining about everything. He's bitching about everything. I'm like, he's dying. He's literally got bone cancer. Of course he is. But, I mean, well, are you going out there to check on him? She's like, he's fine. He's taken care of. I'm like, I go out there. No, he was not taken care of. This dude was like in like a zone, in a bed, like ready to die. And I'm going, okay. Now, this is a guy that literally left her a pension she doesn't have to pay tax on, doesn't count as income for the rest of her life. Okay? Because this dude was a fireman and retired from the fire department in Fort Lauderdale, and she got his pension, and she's just like, he complains too much. He can't even spend his last days in his own house. So what ended up happening to Dean? Same thing. He got shipped away. He didn't even get to die in the Airstream. Literally, he's like, well, if I'm going to stay in an Airstream, I'm going to just go visit with my daughter and everything. I mean, of course. She just gets rid of you. And I'm supposed to be on a guilt trip over this woman? She tries to attack me, she contacts people and tries to get people against me, I'm gonna take her authority and I'm gonna fucking stomp her out. Get out of here, baby boomer. You don't get no authority.